We're the authors of Smarketing, published by Kogan Page. Smarketing is the bringing together of sales and marketing departments. This could be risky. There could be a risk involved. What are the key risks going to be involved in bringing together those two departments in an organisation?
It's a good point, Adam. I think the main risk for me is actually not doing it. What we're seeing is that there is a change taking place out there in the world. Internet, mobile, social media is having an impact on the way that people buy. And the old world order of having these separate fiefdoms of sales and marketing just isn't working anymore. And what we're doing with the book Smarketing is actually providing a platform to allow people to come together to meet the challenges of that change in the marketplace.
And building on that, really, big risk around not doing this is in having those siloed organisations of sales and marketing continuing to be separate and working and operating in their own way. We live in a world of constant change, and the more siloed an organisation is, the harder it is for it to adapt to change. And as change is constant, you need to constantly be adapting. So bringing sales and marketing together, the two departments that really are your customer interface, bringing those together is absolutely vital. And any organisation that doesn't start to look at this seriously, how they increase that alignment, is going to be at risk.
So the risk is not inaction, the risk is inaction.
Absolutely.
So there must be some risk involved in bringing these. There must be some casualties. There must be the fear of the unknown and the opportunity to make a big mistake. So why would one take this risk?
Well, I think as I was saying, the change is a constant. It's a constant in business. It's a constant in our lives. So any change will be perceived as a risk or an issue, but it's actually happening all the time anyway. So why not do that in a way for an organisation that drives better alignment, better customer experience, optimised processes, a singular vision for strategy? Why not do that now and do that as part of your organisational change to provide continued optimisation?
And being a leader rather than a follower, being first to market with this new model for operating.
Absolutely.
If you look at most organisations today, and compare maybe marketing budget and sales people, what we're seeing is that the only way that you can make a difference is to spend more on marketing or to hire more salespeople. And what we're recommending is that actually people take a different route, which is disrupt. And they can break out of that cycle of more marketing money and more salespeople by disrupting the market and implementing Smarketing.
And what we haven't seen yet is anyone actually doing this, have we? This is an entirely new idea, certainly in the enterprise level, in the micro and macro business potentially, but in the enterprise level, we're seeing that nobody has adopted this because of those political silos and those fiefdoms, or simply because no one's thought of it.
Well, I think partly because, as you say, no one's thought of it. It's the de facto approach. Sales and marketing historically have been separated. They're different disciplines. They're different courses at a university, for example. So, the established approach is entrenched. And that's why the opportunity for the organisations that do disrupt, as Tim was saying, are massive.
And I think probably with social selling being such a big thing nowadays, salespeople themselves are already having to take some responsibility for their own marketing. And this seems like a logical extension to that.
Yeah, most of the feedback that I've had so far is of marketers who think this is a takeover by sales. And that, comments about you have to have a brand, you have to do all the things that marketing do. And we're not saying it is not a takeover. This is a merger of the two. And all of the things that sales have done and all the things that marketing have done still come together. But we're doing it in a modern way for the mobile, internet, social media age.
Yeah, so the natural skills that salespeople have, the interpersonal skills, the closing skills, the focus, and the analytical and strategic skills of the marketing department, bringing those together to form something which is a singular body, much more efficient, much more effective, basically.
Absolutely, and alignment being absolutely vital.